Welcome everyone. Today we'll make revision to first prep first term. احنا هنبدأ النهارده بالريفيجن بتاع الفيرست بريب first term بتاعه. أول حاجة we're starting revision on sets. هنبدأ الريفيجن بتاعنا عن السets. Do you remember sets? Let's take revision about sets. First, set of counting numbers. Mr. Set of counting numbers, yes, it's set. What's the number we use it in counting? ايه النمبر اللي احنا بنستخدمها في الكاونتينج؟ Do you remember that? First, the number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So counting numbers is an infinite set. It's number, it not has end. That's meaning of infinite. Mister, set of counting numbers, we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. We use whole numbers or integer numbers. So decimal and fraction, we didn't use it in counting numbers. So decimal and fraction not belong to counting numbers. Do you remember that? Yes, wonderful. Mister, we took other set. Set of natural number. We take n as a sign for set. Okay? So we denote this natural number with letter n. Okay, it's capital letter. Set of natural number, it's the same thing as a counting. هي نفس الحاجة بتاعت الcounting. هاخد الcounting 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But mister, what happened? Every time the set is become big, كل مرة الست عندي بتكبر. I modify something to it. أنا بضيف لها حاجة جديدة. طب which number? So the set is become big. So must be I modify something. لازم أضيف لها numbers جديدة. Natural numbers, the difference between the counting number and natural number. Natural number has zero. Do you see it? It's come and stand up in its place here, and I put it here. So natural number, it's formed by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So I modify 0 only to natural number. I know that. Counting number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay. Natural number, I modify 0 only to counting. It will become 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So decimal and fraction is not belong again to natural number. So just I modify 0 only. Okay. So I didn't modify decimal fraction. Oh wow, I have two sets now, counting numbers and natural numbers. What about else? We took other set. Set of integer numbers. We denote it by z. Wow, z is integer numbers? Yes. Some maybe I modify something else. كل مرة أنا بضيف حاجة. Every time the set is become big. كل مرة الست بيحصل لها إيه؟ بتبقى كبيرة. Set is become big. So I will take the natural number here. And I will modify negative numbers for it. So I will modify -1, -2, -3, and so on. So the integer numbers, it's a natural number. Just I modify negative numbers for it. So every time I modify number set to become big. Oh wow. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4. If I modify 0, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. We call it as natural number. If I modify negative numbers for it, it will be integer numbers. So I modify negative numbers. This negative numbers here. We call it as z negative. And the other numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we call it as positive numbers. We call it as z positive. What about 0? 0 positive or negative? Do you remember that? 0 is not positive and not negative. We got it as neither positive nor negative. هو ولا positive ولا negative. Mister, I can't understand that. 0 is neither positive nor negative. What meaning of that? يعني ايه يا مستر ان هو ولا positive ولا negative? That's meaning positive number like do you have money? So you have 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. That's meaning positive number. So what about the negative number? That's meaning I need money from you, or I must be give me money. So you give me -1. I want from you -1. I want 1 pound from you. I want 2 pounds from you. That's meaning of negative. What about 0? You didn't have money, or no one want anything from you. You are nothing. So 0 is nothing. So that's meaning it is no positive nor negative. Mister, الزيرو البوزيتيف نمبر معناها ان انت معاك فلوس. Do you have 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds؟ يعني انت معاك باوند 2 3 دي your money. Okay. طب النيجاتيف numbers, what meaning of negative? Negative numbers it's meaning I want money from you. انا عايز منك 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds. That's meaning of negative. What about 0? الزيرو is nothing. ولا هو يعني that's meaning ان هو انت ما معكش حاجه خالص، معكش فلوس ولا حد عايز منك حاجه. يعني هو ولا هو من البوزيتيف ولا هو من النيجاتيف، هو ولا بوزيتيف ولا نيجاتيف. Don't forget that. 0 neither positive nor negative. Mister, decimal and fraction belong to Z. في Z decimal and fraction. Tell me. Yes, that's correct. Decimal and fraction is not belong to integer number or Z. Why, mister? Because I modify just negative numbers. All negative here is whole numbers as integer. I didn't use decimal or fraction. Okay? So, mister, I have sets every time I modify something for it. So in counting 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on this number, if I modify 0 only, it's become natural number. If I modify negative number for it, it's become integer numbers. Okay, so decimal and fraction not belong to counting, natural, and not belong to integer numbers. Don't forget that. What about the next here? But first, must be remember that. What's this? Do you remember? Yes, that's plung. Don't forget that. Huh? What about her sister? Huh? It's no plung. Wonderful. When I use plung and no plung, I use plung and no plung between element and set. Mr. Element and set, what meaning of that? يعني ايه element and set يا مستر؟ هقول لك. If you found number alone, لو انت لقيت number واقف لوحده, I use plung and no plung. Let's take example to remember that. Okay, first, put plung and no plung. I found here 3 and set has 3, 5 and 6. Do you found 3 in that set? 3 is here? Yes, I found 3. So I put plung. Okay, so it will be plung. What about the next? I have 35 and set has 3, 5 and 6. So 35 is number. Oh wow, I found set 3 and 5. No, 35 is a number. Okay, all of them is just one number, 35. Okay, so I found 35 here. No, I didn't find 35. What about and 3 and 5, mister? 3 is number and 5 is number alone. I found comma between them. احنا لاقيين comma بينهم في 3 number و 5 number. 35 number على بعض. فبالتالي 35 is not belong to this set. What about else? 5 and natural number. Do you found 5 in natural number? Natural number. Do you remember natural numbers? Tell me the set of natural number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Yes, I found 5 in natural number. All whole numbers is belong to natural numbers. So it will be right what? Yes, that is plung. Wonderful. What about else? Do you remember that? This sign here and here. What's this? Oh wow. We call it as absolute value. Do you remember the absolute value? I will make remember that the absolute value, any number I put inside the absolute value is become positive. If I put -6 between absolute value, it's become 6. If I put 6, it's become 6 again. Any number become positive. If you're negative, it will become positive. If you're positive, you're still positive. Okay? So if I have -6, it's become 6. 6 in natural number. Yes, wonderful. Yes, it's Planck. That's my lucky star. I will give it for you. Okay? I will give it the lucky star. It's a very, very wonderful thing. What about the next? Here, 1/3 and natural number. A natural number, 1/3 is a fraction. Wow. Fraction and decimal belong to natural number. Do you remember that? Yes, it's not belong. Fraction and decimal is not belong to natural, not belong to counting, not belong to integer numbers. Okay, don't forget that. What about else? Show which of the following number is an integer. He asked me about that. 15/5 is an integer. Put it in your calculator. You found it. It's equal what? Equal 3. Yes, it's belong to that. What about 4/8? Put in your calculator. It's equal half. So half not belong to that. What about else? -35/7. Number C. Put it in your calculator. It's equal. Yes, -5. So -5 belongs to that. What about -14/14? Same number. It's equal. In your calculator, I give you time. Bring your calculator and tell me. Yes, it's equal -1. So it's belongs to that. What about -24/5? Put it in your calculator. It's still a fraction. -24/5. It is not belong to that. What about 0/5? Put in your calculator, it's equal 0. 0 is belong. What about 3 and 1/4? Put it in your calculator. Do you remember how to put it in your calculator? Press shift fraction. Okay, so it will be mixed number. Okay, it's not belong. What about 3 minus 3/5? 3 minus 3 equals 0. It's meaning 0/5 like f. It's belong to that. I think now you know the difference between belong and not belong. Okay, and the number belong to z and the number not belong to that. Do you remember that? Yes, it's subset. And your sister, it is it's correct, not subset. Mister, when I use subset and not subset, we use subset and not subset between set and set. If you have two sets, we use it subset or not subset. Like that example, put subset or not subset. Here we found here 3 between two braces of set. This means set of 3, and this set of 3, 5 and 6. Do you find 3 here? Yes, we found it. So I will put subset. That's correct. What about else? Set 1 and 4. Other set 3, 4 and 6. So mister, I found here 4, here's 4. But what about the 1? 1 here, but I didn't find 1 in other set. لازم الاقي الاليمنت بتاع الست الاولانيه في الست الثانيه كلها. So I will put I found 4 only. What about 1? I didn't find 1, so I will write not subset. What about that? 3 and 2.5. 3 in natural number. What about 2.5? 2.5 it's decimal. So found it in natural number? I don't think that. So must be I put not subset. What about the other? 3 and negative 4 and Z. 3, I found it in Z. So all positive number, we found it in Z. What about the negative 4? I didn't found it in Z. I'm sorry, I found it in Z again. So 3 and negative 4, we found it in Z. So I will put what? Yeah, that's correct. Subset. Wonderful. لازم الاقي الست الاولانيه موجوده في الست الثانيه. all numbers. if just one number I didn't find it، لو انا لقيت نمبر واحد بس مش موجود في ست ثانيه فبالتالي بحط له not subset. Okay, forget that. Remember that again. What's this? Yes, wonderful. It is intersection. If I found intersection between two sets, that's meaning take the common elements between the two sets. مستر يعني ايه الكلام ده؟ يعني انا عندي تو سيتس موجودين في وسطهم لقيت الساين بتاعتي اللي هي intersection. I take the common، اخد الحاجه اللي موجوده في الاثنين. تعال ناخد اكزامبل عشان نتاكد. في الست الاولانيه في 5 6 7 intersect مع ست تانيه فيها 5 3 and 2. Which number I found it in two sets؟ ايه النمبرز اللي موجوده عندي هنا في التو سيتس؟ Yes. Yes, that's correct. 5 and 5. So I will put 5. 5 here is the common element between the two sets. What about the other thing? I found here 1 4 7 intersect to set has 1 3 and 4. Which is the common element here? Which number I found it in two sets? Yes, that's correct. 1 and 4. The other set here 1 2 and 3, 6 7 and 8. Mister, I found here 1. Another set I didn't found 1. 2. Another set I didn't found 2. 3. I didn't found 3. So the two sets has no element, has no common elements. So mister, I will put braces only. I don't write anything in it. It's empty set. So mister, do you remember the empty set here? We call it as what? We give it this sign. Do you remember this sign here? What's this? Her name, do you remember? Yes. We call it as phi. We call it as what? Phi. That's here is phi here. What meaning of phi? Phi it's meaning empty set or null set. That's meaning set I didn't found anything in it. Okay. So we call it as phi. Again, phi. Don't forget that. What about else? Phi is subset from any set. So any set, phi is meaning two braces. Any set has two braces. So phi subset from any set. Phi subset from any set. Don't forget that. What about z positive intersect with z negative? Z positive, it's a positive number, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Negative numbers, that's meaning negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. So we found anything common between them? Yes. No. We didn't find anything common between Z positive and Z negative. So it will be phi. I don't found anything common. I don't found any number common between them. What else, mister? Do you remember that? Yes. What is? It is union. Do you remember? If you found union between two sets, take all elements of two sets in one set. And don't forget that. In set, I can't repeat element. يعني أنا هاخد الelements كلها اللي في two set أحطهم في set واحدة. ولو فيهم حاجة متكررة أنا باخدها just one time ما بكررش. Let's take example. I found here 5, 6, and 7 union 5, 3, and 2. So I will take all elements in two sets in one set. Like that. I will take 5, 6, 7. I didn't repeat 5 again. So I will take 3 and 2. So the set will be 5, 6, and 7, 3, and 2. Yes, wonderful. Set of counting numbers union 0. I will take all of them in one set. So counting number, it's meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So I will modify 0 for it. It will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. That's meaning of natural number. Okay, wonderful. You can write it in two ways. You can write 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and you can write natural number. Don't forget that. It's becoming your choose. Okay. What about else? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? What's this? Yes, it's difference. Mister, in difference, he says that take the remainder in the first set without the common elements. Mister, what meaning of that? I can't understand. So let's take example to understand it. If I have two sets like that, I have 5, 6, 7, and 5, 3, and 2. So mister, he says that this takes the remainder in the first set without the common. يعني احنا هنشيل الكومن بتاعنا الأول. تعالى ايه الكومن اللي موجود في الاتنين؟ Which is a common number? Yes, I found 5 here and 5 here. So I will cancel them. I will cancel 5 and 5. So I take the remainder. But wait, remainder in what? Let's read that again. Take the remainder in the first set. I will take the remainder in the first set only. So I will take what? I will take 6 and 7 between set. Yes, 6 and 7 between braces of set. That's wonderful. What about the next here? Found 5, 6, and 7. Difference 5, 3, and 7. So mister, that's a common here. 5 and 5 and 7. I will cancel 5. What about 7 and 7 here? I will cancel them again. So I will take the remainder in the first set. Don't forget that. I take the remainder in the first set. So I will take 6 only here between braces of set. Yes, wonderful. What about that? Natural number, difference 0. So natural number, I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So I will cancel 0. Yes, wonderful. So the remainder will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This meaning set of counting numbers or the positive. The two things is correct. Okay, mister, I think now to remember that. So now go and bring your calculator. Please stop the video and bring your calculator and come with me to calculate that. So mister, I want something for you. That's your calculator. Here I put here 0 over 5. Put it in your calculator, please. So the result will be what? 0 over 5 and press equal. It's equal what? It's equal 0. What about the other here? I want now 5 over 0. Yes. Put it in your calculator and press equal. The result will be take your time. Yes, it will be math error. You found that in the screen of your calculator. Math error. That's meaning meaningless. يعني ملهاش معنى. Mister, what meaning of that? Oh wow. Let's run something here. I found here, if I found the first example, the 0 in up in numerator, so that means it's equal 0. So if I put 0 up and any number down, so will be the result will be 0. يعني إذا كان الزيرو عندي في الأب هيديني في الآخر 0. Yes. Put any number down and 0 in up, it's equal 0. What about the other? Put any number up and put down 0, that's meaningless. Okay. So mister, ما ينفعش يكون في 0 down. يعني 0 is in denominator, it's equal meaningless. So here 0 in denominator is meaningless. So number, mister, in fraction I can put any number up and number down, but I can't put 0 in down. Don't forget that. We can't put 0 in down. That's meaningless. It's a math error. What about the next here? Today we will speak about set of rational numbers. Set of rational numbers, it's a new set, yes. New set for this year. So mister, what meaning of set of natural numbers? Natural numbers, the set will become big again. Oh wow, every time become big. We take counting numbers, and if become big, it's become natural number, I modify 0. If modify negative, so it's become integer numbers. So what about the rational numbers? I modify something again. So I modify fraction for it. So let's make revision about that. Counting numbers, if I modify 0 for it, it's become natural numbers. If I modify negative numbers for it, it's become Z, integer numbers. So if I modify fraction for it, so it's rational number. It's denoted by Q. Okay, don't forget that. Denoted by what? Q. So all numbers here belong to Q? Yes. All numbers in counting belong to N? Yes. All numbers in counting and natural belong to Z? Yes. All numbers in counting and natural and Z belong to Q? Yes. And over that, يعني فوق ده كمان fraction with it. So mister, let's take example about that. That I have so on, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. So mister, if I make a fraction for it, so it's become rational number. I can put any number of whole numbers as a fraction. If I put down 1, it's become fraction. -2 over 1, -1 over 1, -0 over 1, 1 over 1, 2 over 1, all of them become fraction. So mister, all fraction belong to Q. All fraction belong to Q. That's correct or incorrect? If I say mister, all fraction belong to Q, that's correct or incorrect? Huh? Tell me. ده صح ولا غلط؟ الفراكشن كلها موجودة في الكيو. I can convert any whole number to be fraction. ممكن احول اي whole number يبقى fraction. بس ينفع اقول ان كل fraction belong to Q؟ هقول لك لا. Not all fraction belong to Q. لان انا عندي fraction لو حطيت في الداون بتاعه 0 زي ما حطينا قبل كده هيديني meaningless. يبقى مستر all fraction belong to Q الكلام ده هيبقى صح؟ اقول له لا it's not correct. Not all fraction. لكن هقول لك النهارده all fraction except its denominator 0. يعني fraction كلها ما عدا fractions اللي الدينومينيتور بتاعها 0 كلها belong to Q. الكلام كده هيبقى مظبوط. تمام. all fractions except its denominator is 0 belong to Q. الكلام ده كده هيبقى معايا صح. طيب يا مستر، تعال نشوف set of rational numbers. هقول لك ان انا ممكن اكتب اي نمبر حتى لو هو النمبر اكتبه عن طريق fraction. نمبر اب ونمبر داون زي ما عملنا فوق في الزد، خليها -2 over 1 -1 over 1 0 over 1 1 over 1 2 over، خليناها fraction. هو نمبر خليها fraction. يعني انا ممكن اخلي اي fraction سواء كان هو نمبر او fraction عادي كلها موجوده في زد اقول لك يعني يا مستر ممكن اقول لك ان انا عندي a over b. الاي دي معناها ان هي نمبر وبي نمبر، يعني اي نمبر اب واي نمبر داون. يبقى كل ده belong to natural number اقول لك rational number اقول لك انا عندي a over b where a belong to z، يعني اي نمبر في z احطه فوق. حط 2 -2 3 -3 4 -4 0 5 any number. والبي برضك في زد اقول لك حط اي نمبر 5 4 3 7 25 100 2 مليون. حط اي نمبر اب اي نمبر داون. بس ما ينفعش داون يكون فيه كام؟ ما ينفعش داون يكون فيه كام؟ النمبر الوحيد ما ينفعش. Yes, that's correct. 0. So mister, I can't put down 0. تعالى نقرا بقى الديفينيشن بتاعها كده مظبوط. A over B where A belong to Z where B belong to Z، يعني ممكن احط اي نمبر في Z اب واي نمبر داون. تمام. But B not equal 0، يعني ما ينفعش نمبر يكون في الداون تحت يكون equal 0. تمام. ده الديفينيشن بتاع الراشونال نمبر. يعني الراشونال نمبر هي عباره عن اي هول نمبر موجود معايا اي انتجر نمبر موجود معايا اي فراكشن موجود معايا اقول لك all fraction except fraction الدينومينيتور بتاعي يكون في كام؟ 0. 0 ده ما ينفعش. يعني what meaning of that؟ it's meaningless. تمام. بالتالي كده احنا عرفنا what meaning of rational numbers. طيب تعال نشوف يا مستر. جه قال لي في example number 2 قال لي show which of the following numbers is rational number and which irrational. يعني مين فيهم rational ومين فيهم مش irrational. احنا اتفقنا كل النمبرز راشونال نمبرز، تمام، ما عدا مين يا مستر؟ ما عدا النمبر داون الزيرو بتاعتها فين؟ في الداون. يعني لو خدنا النهارده 2 over 3 هتبقى belong to Q؟ يس، لان ده fraction belong to Q. طب الزيرو belong to Q؟ الزيرو عندي مش موجود في rational، قلنا كل النمبرز موجوده في rational number، يس belong to Q. طب 6.5 لا ده ديسمال، اقول لك حطها على الكالكليتر 6.5 ودوس ايكوال، بعد كده هتدوس اس دي عشان يحولها لك لفراكشن، هتلاقيه اتحول معاك لفراكشن، يس belong to Q. طب نيجاتيف 1.8 نفس النظام، هتبقى belong to Q. 6 and 5 and 1 over 6 يس fraction mixed number belong to Q. طب نيجاتيف 5 over 3 ايوه تمام belong to Q، ما فيهوش مشكله. طب نيجاتيف 2 over 3 belong to Q؟ fraction عادي جدا belong to Q. طب 2 minus 2 over 3 2 minus 2 equals 0 0 over 3 هحطها كالكليتر، احنا قلنا الزيرو في الاب ما فيهوش مشكله عندي، الزيرو في الداون هو اللي عندي فيه مشكله، فاقول له الزيرو في الاب ما عنديش فيه مشكله، هو فعلا belong to Q. طب تعال نشوف بعد منها نمبر اي، قال لي 4 over 5 minus 5، اقول له 5 minus 5 هيديني كام يا مستر؟ هيديني 0، يبقى 4 over 0 ده ينفع؟ اقول لك لا ما ينفعش، لان هنا تحت هيبقى تحت في 0 والزيرو معناه ان هي نوت belong، تمام. طب هنا عندي 3 باور 2، 3 باور 2 معناها ايه؟ معناها 3 تايمز 3، الباور معناها انا بكرر النمبر اللي تحت مرتين او 3 مرات على حسب الباور بتاعي، يعني انا قال لي 3 باور 2 يعني اكرر ال 3 مرتين اعملهم تايمز مع بعض، يبقى 3 تايمز 3 ايكوال 9، و9 موجوده في كيو هي belong. طب نيجاتيف 4 باور 0 هتبقى belong؟ اقول لك هنا باور 0 عندي، حطها على الكالكليتر ويطلع معاك اي حاجه باور 0 any number باور 0 is equal 1. طب اخر اكزامبل يا مستر 13%، 13% belong to Q؟ ممكن تحطها على الكالكليتر، يس تمام زي الفل، it's belong to Q wonderful. يبقى احنا النهارده خدنا ان all numbers belong to Q except النمبرز اللي الداون بتاعها كام يا مستر؟ الداون بتاعها 0. I think دلوقتي ان انت يعني النهارده احنا خدنا فكره عن rational numbers، خدنا ريفريجن عن الساتس بتاعتنا كلها مبدئيا. ان شاء الله في السكند فيديو اوكي هنبتدي ناخد اكسرسايز على الراشونال نمبرز عشان تبقى انت فاهم يعني ايه راشونال نمبرز اكتر، الاكسرسايز بتاعها ماشيه ازاي، ايه الاسئله اللي احنا بنلاقيها في الامتحانات عشان نعرف نحلها بسرعه وبالراحه ما فيهاش مشاكل فيها، وان شاء الله هنحل ان احنا الاسئله بتاعتنا اللي بتجيلنا في المعاصره نحلها مع بعض، كل ده معانا تمام ان شاء الله. ما تنساش لو انت مش عامل اشتراك في القناه اعمل اشتراك عندي في القناه بتاعتي، تمام، عشان يوصلك كل ليسون جديد ببعته بيبتدي يوصلك ان شاء الله تستفيد منه. اوكي ما تنساش اللايك وشير مع اصحابك عشان كلنا نستفيد، تمام. انا انبسطت معاكم النهارده، I'm very happy with you today، وان شاء الله I see you in second video باذن الله تعالى. اوكي باي باي.